Hello everyone, Desert Gold. Relaxing Saturday afternoon here in the desert. Got a quick video I want to put together. Hopefully it's quick. Before I get started on that, people on my solar charger video, the next generation. This is the updated version that I put together recently and had a video up on. I get a lot of questions as to where I get these solar panels, where I get the tins from. Basically, I get them from everywhere. I mean, I get my solar panels from China, I get them from eBay. I decide what I want to put together, and the battery type, the space I'm working with, and then go from there. As far as tins, I find them wherever I can. Buy Altoid tins, build them from that. In this latest video, I showed you the CRKT knife that I included as the new addition to the updated kit. Now here's an example of what I mean about where I find them where I can, and this is a prime example. That knife is pretty cool because not only did I told you that it is a well-built, sharp, strong, small stature knife. I like the way they package it. This is how it came. This is a nice little tin, and it's an Altoid type tin. And you know me, if it is something different, I'm going to play with it. So, already starting to get some parts in. I just got in a 1500 milliamp hour battery. Check it out. Fits right beautifully in the lid. Alright. Then the charging control boards that I showed you, all would work in there. This is how you do it. This is where, you know, things pop up and you just take advantage of them. So hopefully I give you some people some insight or motivation to start, you know, looking around in places you didn't think of before and start building them. Today's video is why I would not buy a Glock 26. And before you guys get the flamethrowers out and start targeting, give me a chance to explain, alright? The reason I would not buy a Glock 26 is because I would buy a Glock 27. Now you say, why would you do that? Alright. Let's just look at the two subcompacts. The Glock 26 and the 27 are basically identical, except for caliber, obviously. You can go on Glock.com, and this is kind of a layout of what you're going to see. This is the I printed out the Glock 26 stats, but the only two areas that this 27 differs from the 26 is that the length is 6.41 inches on the 26, and it's 6.49, I believe, on the 27. Yeah, 6.49. So you're talking about 0.08 inches difference on length. Every other measurement is identical in length of barrel height, or I'm sorry, length between sights, barrel height, barrel length, width of the weapon. The only second place, obviously, that this would differ is in the weight of the weapon loaded. Weight of the weapon unloaded is identical. And that might seem counterintuitive since the caliber on the 27 is a larger caliber, and you would think there'd be more going on with the manufacture of the weapon in materials, but they are both 19.75 ounces empty. Now, the loaded 9 mil is going to be 26.12 ounces. The loaded weight of the Glock 27 is 27 ounces. So you've got point 82? I'm sorry, 0.88 ounces for the extra weight. So on the negative side, you've got a very, very minute, minuscule difference in size of the weapons as far as carrying, concealed, and whatnot. Let me just check something real quick. The carry capacity of the standard 27 is 9. And you could have +1, obviously. The 26, you got 10 +1, so you're picking up an extra round there. So for that extra round, what are we giving up in advantages? Starting off with, obviously, the Glock. By the way, this has been safety checked, right? So what are the advantages? Obviously, you've got a larger caliber in the 40 Smith & Wesson as opposed to the 9. But it actually can go further than that. For a little bit of an extra investment, you can expand this weapon, and you've seen plenty of these on YouTube videos. You get conversion barrels like the Lone Wolf conversion barrel. Matter of just 2 seconds, and you've pretty much converted your 27 into a 26. There you go. Oh wait, what am I missing here? I've got an extra piece sticking out of the front of my weapon here. 9mm barrel shouldn't stick out that far. What am I missing? I'm missing. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing. What I am missing is, give me 1 second, and I'll show you what I'm missing. Yeah, you guessed it. You take your Glock 27/26 and turn it into, 007. You got it. Pretty cool, right? How simple is that? You buy a threaded barrel, a 9mm, you convert your 27 to a 9mm 26 and have the availability to add a suppressor. The Osprey suppressor, by the way, is a very, very good choice if you're thinking about that. The neat thing about it is this suppressor is the Osprey that I have on my 45, and all that is necessary, and I did a video on this in the past, but I might do one again, update, is changing the cam on it. In less than a couple of minutes, you pull out your cam on the back of the suppressor, switch it to the 9mm threaded cam, and you bolt it right on. With the same type of addition, you take, say, your 45 out, and you thread in a 40 Smith & Wesson cam. You've got a suppressor for both 26 and 27, right? So you've got 9mm suppressed, you've got 40 Smith & Wesson suppressed in the same firearm. I think it's a no-brainer. There's no way that you can justify, in my mind anyway, that a 26 is as versatile as a 27. You've got more conversion opportunities with it. You've got more expansion as far as accessories, obviously. I think that gets it right on the target, right? So, I'm sure some of you Glock 26 people are going to probably have some issues with this video, but if you sit down and really think about it, you've got the same size weapon, you've got the same technology, the same dependability, only you have more versatility. There's nothing that you could do with a 26 that you can't do with a 27 and more. And that is today's little video on why I would not buy a 26. Step up and get that 27. You'll appreciate it in the end. I hope you guys are having fun and being safe. Desert Gold out.